Welcome back to the HomeKit Life. I'm Josh, got my cameraman Braden with me, and today we are talking about the Lutron Caseta. Let's get it unboxed. Alright, so we actually unboxed another, like a starter kit that we bought that had the hub. Let's get the hub hooked up. Okay, now that we've got the hub hooked up, we can go ahead and get, that's already been added and hooked up to HomeKit. We can go get this installed, and then we'll get this added to the Lutron app, and then it'll show up in HomeKit. So let's go do that. All right, I'm gonna open the Lutron app here. And then we're gonna go add a device. Getting ready to add device. So we just add it in the Lutron app, not in the HomeKit app. And then we're gonna add the in-wall dimmer. It says press and hold the button for 10 seconds until the LED blinks quickly. So we'll hold the off button. And there, they're blinking. So let it go. Now it's asking me where this is at. So this one's in the media room. Don't even see that one. Media room, there. Next. Actually, technically it's in the media room, but this goes outside. So we'll do backyard because it controls some lights right out here. Outdoor save sconces, back porch lights, that's what we'll call them. Next, adding device. There we go, I'm done adding devices. Let's see, seems to be working still. So that's good, and then let's go over to the home app and go to the backyard. Oh, it's not in here. Interesting. There it is. Caseta wireless. It didn't put it in the right room. So we'll just move that to the backyard. Call it porch lights. Done. Done. Check again in the backyard. There we go, they come right on. Nice. All right, let's go back downstairs and we'll give you our final thoughts. All right, so now that we've got it installed and added, I want to go ahead and set up an automation. Opening the home app now. So we'll go into the porch light and we will go down here and say add automation. And we're gonna say a time of day occurs. Sunset, every day of the week. Next. And we're gonna turn the porch light on to 40, we'll do 45%. Done. And then we'll go ahead and add this to our good night scene as well. You can see, mostly turn stuff off. In the backyard. Porch lights done. Backyard porch lights off. Alright, cool. So we got that added. We could also even add an automation to kick on the backyard lights. Like when the motion sensor, like the UV cam motion sensor goes off, that's one thought. There's a lot of things you could do with this. So it's very, very interesting to like have sensors and lights. One thing I will say about the Lutron Caseta wireless dimmer is that you need to make sure that you have a proper load put on the light, otherwise it gives off like phantom power. Because it doesn't work with a neutral wire, I think it just basically has to draw enough load on the line in order for the switch itself to work properly. So if you don't put enough like wattage on the bulb or on the dimmer, then it like from the bulb, then it doesn't like properly turn the light off when you tell it to go off. So you do need to be careful, especially when you're ordering LEDs, to like look up and see if they're compatible. We actually have some GE LEDs that we put in our can lights to make sure that they would work. And if you have like 2 lights, you're probably better off than if you just have a single light and you're using the dimmer. You really got to be careful and make sure you have the proper load on it. So just something to be careful of there. Yeah, I don't know, like my thoughts on this product are that this is maybe one of my favorite smart home accessories that we have in the house. And that's because it is 100% clear RF technology from Lutron, which means it runs on like the 433, 440, 434 megahertz kind of band. And it doesn't run on the same band as Wi-Fi, 4 or 5 or 6. So you don't really have to worry about that. It's not 2.4, it's not 5 gigahertz, it's just that 434, and it seems to have a really good reach. My understanding is that some of the dimmers act as repeaters. So as you put dimmers in your house, you should get more and more reach. And they're very instantaneous to turn off and on whenever you tell HomeKit to do that. So, when I've used other switches, the Wi-Fi switches, like it just there's a very clear delay from the time that I issue, press the button in the Home app or tell Siri to do something. Like it just takes a while with the Wi-Fi switches. So the Lutron have just been 100% rock solid. I don't even think we've had to reboot the hub. We've had it up for months here. We've installed a lot of switches in this house, and I've just been super happy with it. So even though the price is higher, I would say this is still an A+ product in my mind, just because like it functions so well and it doesn't interfere with your Wi-Fi. So I mean, for those reasons, I think the value is it's very strong there. So anyway, if you're interested, you can take a look at what they offer. They have simple on-off switches. They do have like separate fan control plus light dimmers, which is kind of nice. Maybe we'll talk about the HomeKit fans that we installed. I kind of, if I had to do it over again, I would just probably run a second line to the fans and just install Lutron fan switches instead, because I feel like that would give us a lot more options in terms of controlling the fans. So we're hooked on the Lutron line. We'll still continue to try out other ones, but until there's like a strong thread or a really good Zigbee competitor, like I could see the Aqara being interesting. We're probably going to try to order one of those and test it out, but for the most part, I'm pretty hooked on Lutron. So if you are interested in checking out, we'll have a link in the description below. You can use that and support our channel at no extra cost to you. You just click on that link and buy the product, and we get a little piece of that. That helps us afford all the equipment we have, and we haven't really done any kind of product reviews that people have given us, so we're buying a lot of this ourselves. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. We will be back in the next video and probably talking about the Abode security system. Thanks for watching. See you next time.